Let's talk to Eddie Tofpik. He's the head of technical analysis and senior markets analyst at EDM Investor Services International Limited. Very good morning to you, Eddie.
Good morning.
Right, let's talk Mexican peso. What are your thoughts here?
Dollar Trump, as we still keep calling it.
Yeah.
The long moving average, which is 1847.5 area, that's been the support. The medium moving average, 1890.90, that's been the resistance. And that's been where we've been trading through there. At the moment, Trump is not doing so well. The Mexican peso is quite strong. And then there's something which I've drawn my first line about from, I spoke about 2 times before now, and that is this whole action, the whole October right through to now, potentially a huge head and shoulders top? And the neckline goes through about 1821.40 at the moment. So we're far enough away from it. We've got a lot of support underneath it. But is that a second shoulder? If that is, then we're talking a huge move down in the dollar Mexican peso. I don't know yet. It's too early to say, but it looks ominously as if this could be a head and shoulders top.
Okay, which would be a bearish formation.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, let's move on to the real, the Brazilian real. That looks quite sideways to me.
To be honest, yes. We've got the 50% fib at 327.80, 327.28. That's the top of the market. And that, I think, is being tested more and more, because underneath we've got the long moving average, which is holding as support. We've got an uptrend line, and we've got various other bits of pieces of support underneath the market. So it keeps whacking into that. But overall, as you say, between about 1827.28 and say 327.28 and 322.30, which is the recent moving average on the downside, the long moving average on the downside. Yet, there is a crossover, happened a few weeks ago, of the moving averages. They came in together as 3 and came out as 3. They're not necessarily in the right order, but this could be what is called a bow tie formation. That kicks in between the 19th and the 26th of March. There's no direction from that bow tie yet, and we're well into sort of like moving into that. So I'm curious about what's going to happen between that period, 19th to 26th of March.
Okay, so a timeline there. Let's wrap up with the Indian rupee. Again, that resistance level that we talked about continues to hold, right?
That holds the market down, and we should be looking potentially for a try down to maybe say the 64.56, 50% fib, the long moving average at 64.42. That would be a reasonable thing. There's a potential for some other action here. This could be a huge reverse head and shoulders.
Which would be bullish.
Which would be bullish. Now, I can't put the shoulder on here properly to show it. What I've just done is a head with the H and a question mark over it. So is it a really big, huge head and shoulder? You should then see a market come down, maybe down to sort of like the 64.10 area, wander around there a little bit, and then start moving back up.
Yeah.
And that will then form the second shoulder. It's literally just one shoulder and the head, which is split at the moment. And if we do come down and then turn back up, that could be the second shoulder. And that could be really, really bullish.
Yeah.
Very, very bullish.
Okay, that's the lot in this little segment. Eddie,
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks.